to the tribe. Hey, 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 and we live. I hope everyone out there is doing well. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna just let Soul Tribe come on in. I'm gonna give y'all a second to come on in. I'm gonna get things together and adjusted. All right. Um, it was a truly magical, abundant, just strong in. I can't even say weekend. It wasn't nothing weak about it. Okay. It was just woo, man. I'm still at like a loss for words. I'm just so thankful, so grateful. Okay. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Okay. Soul Tribe came out and showed out. They showed up and showed out, and it was just a magical, blissful, just monumental event. Like, I'm still high from it. I'm still at a shock. I'm still like not here spiritually. Like, it was such an amazing event. Shout out to Brother Rich, aka Black Magic, aka Radiohead Rich. Okay, he set this whole thing up. He had the great idea, to say, hey, let's meet up on Stone Mountain. Let's go there and link up as a tribe. It's all this negative. Nah, we're going there with positive light. We're going there to take back our power, right? And I'm calling all the tribes. I'm calling all the spiritualists. I'm calling out all the witches. I'm calling out all the warlocks. I'm calling out all the high priests, all the high priestesses, all the emperors, all the empresses, all the healers, all the Christians, all the Moors, all I'm calling the everybody out to come out here and show love, right? We're operating from community. We're operating from integrity. We're operating from our love and our light to come together as a collective and show that it's more than just meets the eye, right? Shout out to Red Pill. He said we was forming Voltron. He said we are Voltron, right? We came out here to form Voltron because it's a village. It takes all of us, right? Shout out to Blue Pill, who was there organizing, doing a lot of things behind the scenes. Peace. Hey, King Simon. Shout out to King Simon, okay? He was just making sure everything was in order, checking on people, putting the pieces together. Okay, we all brought our piece to the puzzle to make it a full picture, to see the full picture as a collective. It was just so beautiful. It was amazing. Okay, shout out Vicky Dillard, shout out B-Dale, shout out Sharif Bay, shout out Top Cat. Everybody was there just amplifying each other, right? Like they said, nobody gets left behind. Nobody was getting left behind, okay? We was there early, long line early, and it was just all out of love. One thing that I'm still shocked, okay? When you move into the GA. That's another thing. I'm still like shocked at how much love and support like I got when I came out there. Like, I was just overwhelmed with so much love and abundance. Shout out to the collective conscious community. It was just like mind blowing, mind blowing. And then the whole thing about it, I've never seen so many melanated people in one spot and nothing negative popped off. I'm like, wow, all I see is a sea of melanin. Like, it was so beautiful. It was so magical. It was so uplifting. It was so healing. It was so high vibrational. And it's like, even if you wasn't there, you felt the energy of it, okay? You felt the healing vibes from it. You felt the community. You felt the unity, right? So it was just a huge collective consciousness that was risen, right? The collective consciousness rose literally to the mountaintop, to the mountain peak, right? And it was a beautiful sight to see. It was a beautiful thing to be a part of, just to experience and watch as a community comes together for something positive. No ill intentions, right? This isn't like, oh, come here, pay come here, make money, which, you know, it was a lot of abundance, right? We all about abundance, right? But we all came there off the love, off the strength, off of the community. And that just, it just, I feel like our bond as a collective got 10 times even stronger, right? Shout out to Dr. Be Serious. He said return 1,000 fold, right? We invested our energy into that just out of wanting to connect with the community, right? Wanting to heal with the community. And that energy just amplified 1,000 fold, right? So I don't even know where to begin. I don't know where to start, because it was just such a monumental experience that literally changed everybody's lives, right? And like I said, you didn't even have to be there. I know people who was on different grids saying, I could feel the energy. I'm meditating with y'all. I'm peace, 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 peace. Hey, shout out to Soul Tribe. I love y'all so much, right? Soul Tribe was there in the physical, there in the spiritual, okay? We did our ancestors so, we made them so proud. It was so much justice, right? Justice will be served for just us, right? So it was just a beautiful, monumental, empowering, healing, enlightening experience that we all got to witness, right? And if you were there in the flesh, you got the chills. You seen the bees. You seen the doves. You seen the birds. You seen everything, right? We seen the dragonflies, right? So we seen people crying. We seen people pushing. We seen people going. We seen people like, it was just such a beautiful thing to witness. And that's why I'm like, you know what? This is bigger than what we think it is. This is bigger than what we're thinking it is, because we came there just to connect. We came there just to heal. But there's something that happened spiritually when we all started to link up. You could feel the intentions of everybody. Just pure love, pure light, pure community, pure power, right? And they say black people can't do nothing, right? We can't do, all we want to do is argue and fuss and fight. And no, we came there and we were operating out of unity and power and love and empowerment. You said I was there in the spirit. See, even if you weren't there, you felt the energy, right? Whether you were there physically or not. It was just this uplifting empowerment of the collective that changed our lives forever, right? We are literally one. Sharif Bey said we did a collective grounding experience. And when we did that rooting to the mountaintop, I literally felt all of us, like Red Pill Farm, like Voltron, we all connected. We all formed one root, one sound, one band, right? We were all one. And it's an undescribable feeling that was felt throughout the cosmos, right? Literally, like they said, meteorites came down the day before. What are the odds? The same weekend, strong in, excuse me, because the words are very powerful right now, right? We are master manifestors, so we have to be very intentional about what it is that we're thinking, what it is that we're saying, what it is that we're doing, because it will manifest. We literally said this was going to be felt within the cosmos. Brother Rich says specifically, I want this to be so powerful that the aliens come down themselves. See? And what happened? A meteorite came that strong in, and it shut down flights, it shut down energy grids, it shut down airport. We came there to shut stuff down and lift things up, right? And not only that, it was storms, right? Powerful storms, and it flooded and it cleansed before we even walked foot on the mountain, right? It was just, ooh, y'all know, it's so much passion, so much love. You said the cleansing, yes. There was a huge cleansing ritual that took place before we even stepped down, and we, against all odds, right? Because they said, oh, it's gonna storm on top of Stone Mountain. It's gonna be raining, and it was raining 2 weeks every day prior to us coming. So it was a huge spiritual, emotional, mental, physical, ancestral cleanse that happened before we even stepped foot there, right? And it was divine. It was divine alignment, right? It was divine union. It was divine interference. It was destined for this to happen. Nothing could stop this from happening, right? Nothing could stop you from getting there if you was gonna get there, right? Like everybody know, Kambada had his flight delayed for 48 hours. Guess what? He still showed up. You said it was a good day to be alive. Yes, King Simon. It's what a time to be alive, right? And we are living our ancestors' dream. We are the cure. We are the generational cure. And that event was just proof that when we come together as a collective, there's unlimited amounts of potential, unlimited amounts of possibilities, unlimited amounts of love, opportunity, right? I never seen such people working together, right? We seen women with their 7-year-old babies on their back pushing, right? No, I got it. Like we trying to help them, like, no, I got it. That's the strength of the power of the numbers of us coming together as a community, right? Elderly women and men. Oh, I cried seeing the 90-year-old men and women taking their time walking up this mountain. I literally tried to help a woman up and she was like, no, I got this. Her husband right behind her just, got her back. We all crying just watching this empower. It was so like mind blowing to witness this. I'm like, wow, we can do anything, right? The strength of us as a collective is unstoppable, right? That melanin power, right? It cleared out so much, it amplified so much, right? Whatever your intentions were, it was amplified by 10. It was just monumental. That's the only word I have for it. Monumental, blissful, healing, right? So yeah, it just started off, with the whole meet and greet, which was beautiful. I love that we had this time to interact with one another, right? For people who knew each other but never met in the physical, right? The meet and greet was a perfect opportunity for you to come together with like minds and just tap in, right? Share your gifts, what it is that you do, exchange numbers, network. This is a huge mastermind with collective minds, right? We always talk about how this journey is so lonely, right? We're in isolation, right? We never have nobody to communicate with. Oh, they call me crazy. They call me this. They call me that. This was the time and the place for you to meet up with like minds and connect with your tribe, right? And link up with them, right? And tap in. Peace. Peace to the tribe. Peace, you guys, right? This is the perfect time for you to come and tap in, right? And you are meeting all different walks of life. Like I said, I seen Native Americans, I seen Indians, I seen Christians, I seen Buddhists, I seen monks, I seen indigenous, I seen Moors, I seen Catholics, I seen people that could barely speak English, right? From all different walks of life, white, black, Mexican, Hispanic, Dominican, Canadian, African. People travel from all over the world to meet, to be connected with this experience because we had this calling, right? What did Top Cat say? He said we were summoned there, right? If you were there, you were summoned there by spirit. Your spirit called you to this event, right? You don't know what it was. You just felt like you had to go. And like King Simon said, I've did this hike 11 times, right? This ain't the first time a lot of people have walked up Stone Mountain, but this time was different. It was something that was amplified within your soul, right? What Brother Rich say? My soul made me do it. It's a soul thing, right? It's a spiritual thing. And you had to feel, you had to be called, you had to have this longing, this yearning to be there, right? So shout out to everybody that was there, and shout out to everybody who wasn't there, who was there in spirit, because this was a spiritual thing. I like to say it was a quantum entanglement that we got to see happen in the physical reality, right? In the great words of B. Dale, right? This is the conscious collectiveness happening in the quantum realm, but we're able to make it in the physical, and we watched it manifest like that, right? So it was just so empowering. The meet and greet was powerful, right? Got to link up with some people, got to meet King Simon, got to meet the greats, right? And like I said, this wasn't out of ego. Nobody wasn't operating out of ego, right? This wasn't an event. The meet and greet was free. The mountain hike was free. We're not charging. Brother Rich, anybody could have easily put a price tag on it, right? $5, $1, right? No, they said this is for the community. This is for us to link up, right? That shows the true integrity of the conscious community, right? We're here to uplift one another. We're here to love one another. We're here to come together as a collective and better one another. How can we grow? How can we build, right? So that's what this experience was about, right? I don't care about all the negative, because it's a lot of negative things people are trying to attach to this. They can't take the essence away from what we did there, right? We cleansed away so much trauma. We cleansed away so much negative energy, right? Red Pill was like, oh, I seen the witches and the warlocks trying to gather around. We cast out all of that. We put a shield. We put a protective source shield over that mountain. No matter what somebody did before, no matter what somebody is going to do after, that our energy is embedded into that mountain. You said it was so epic. I mean, come on. Come on now. This was something powerful. Like I said, the ancestors were present, right? And they're present within us. They were present there in the physical, right? Because we seen some things while we were there on that mountain, y'all. It's unexplainable. It was no flowers. It was no grass. It was no trees. And yet it was bees. It was birds. It was dragonflies, right? It was the collective energy, right? It was spiritual things happening with the sun, with the clouds, right? That's the power of the ancestors. That's the power of spirit. That's the power of source when you come together as a collective consciousness, right? So that just goes to show whatever we put our minds to, we can do, y'all. We are more powerful than we think, right? A lot of us are still tapping into our powers, right? And that's where the healing coming in, right? Clearing out that trauma, right? Because I know when I got heed of this, I said, oh, I'm detoxing. It's time to detox, baby. Because I want to have true, pure, clear intentions when I go up to this mountain, that I'm releasing all of my ancestral trauma, all of my ancestral quote unquote curses, right? So we can be the future, right? We can lead the future in a better place with this new legacy that we're building. You said, thank you, Queen. Thank you, right? We are reflections. We're all reflecting one another. And that's exactly what happened. You said the mist. Yes. Yes. That mist said it all. And mist is created by what? The water and the fire, right? So that's from that cleansing, right? From that rain and from the sun rising. You got to have both the masculine, the feminine, the union, the high, the low, right? It had to be that trial for the triumph. It had to be that test for the victory, right? It had to be that pain for the gain, right? So a lot of us, oh my goodness, how many people was getting so much just blockages in their way before coming? How many people had a hard time getting to Atlanta? How many people had struggles just before even getting there? Let me know in the chat, please, because it was like every obstacle, everything was trying to block our way from getting there. And guess what? We still made it, right? That is a test to see how bad do you really want it. You say you're going to go. All right, let me put this test. You say you want to elevate. You say you want to lose weight. How determined are you? How disciplined are you to actually do it? Okay, I'm going to put this test here to see if you're going to overcome it, right? You said, I'm so glad. Let me read the chat. Hold on. Let me read, because I'm locked in right now. It's just the energy, right? You said, I'm so glad you all were there. Well done. So much is happening around the world. Exactly. You said, I was summoned there. Exactly. You said, it was so good. Yes, the cleansing. You said, I felt it from NYC. Yeah. Yeah, so this was all about, you said, my flight was delayed and I landed at 2 a.m. Yes. Yes, and you still came. And guess what? You still came and met. So were you late or were you right on time? Because when you came, guess what? Everything was in divine alignment for you, right? Everything ascended past your expectations. See, you was there in spirit. And then when you came, your force, the energy was so built up and pinned up that when you came forward, it was eruption, a beautiful bliss. I'm getting the chills, y'all. I'm getting the chills, okay? Cause I know who you are, sis. We locked in, right? So it was a chance for you to cultivate that energy. So when you got there, it was a beautiful expression of who you truly are in your essence, right? And you got to be seen for who you truly are, right? I came there despite me missing my flight, despite me having to sit at the airport, despite them delaying my flight, right? Despite the obstacles, right? Despite whatever anything tried to stop you from getting there, you still made it there. And that's the power of spirit. When you're moving by spirit, when you're led by spirit, when you're moving by source, nothing can stop you, right? And then you got there and your presence was known, and you lit us up, right? By your story, by your essence, by your truth, by your knowledge that you have gained, right? The wisdom that you had to share with us was priceless, right? So you still got there in due time, right? You said exactly. I was led by spirit, moving with the collective. Exactly. Because that's what this was about, right? We was faced with a lot of adversity, but that only made us stronger. We only came together and just formed a unbreakable bond and unbreakable union with one another that can never be broken, right? And what is understood doesn't need to be said, right? Because like as we know, there's a lot of distractions. You said I'm still elevated. Exactly. It's an infinite high that everyone that was there is still experiencing. Like Red Pill said, I didn't want to go home. We were just chilling on the mountain. Like, dang, like we gotta go home. Like, I don't want to leave. Like, if we leave, the mountain gonna disappear. Like, the whole essence of it was so electrifying. It was so energizing. It was so healing. It felt so good to just be there and be in that essence, right? And that energy lingered. It's still lingering. We still feel it. We have a piece of that mountain within us, right? We're still spiritually high. I still feel naturally high. I ain't been able to ground my spirit yet. And spirit was like, you're not going to be grounded. You have ascended. You can't go back to where you was because you're not the same. After we climbed that mountain, after we bonded, right? For this whole weekend, our bond is more stronger than ever. We're not the same that we once were, right? So this is just an experience for us to grow from, learn from, connect, grow, rebuild, and really network, like to really see what this community is made about. Because like I said, there's a lot of things on the outside that are trying to dim the light of this, but they cannot dim the true essence of why we came there and what we came there to do, right? And we know what we came there to do. It doesn't need to be explained, right? So I don't know, y'all. It was very empowering. It was beautiful to see. You said the ripple effect of that event is going to be felt around the world for lifetimes, right? What we did there is going to resonate for lifetimes. It is ascending and vibrating into the cosmos, down to the grid, down to the root, down to the core of the earth. That energy is felt, right? That's why this cleansing was happening all around the world, right? Because we came there to make a stamp. We came there to pay respect, right, to the ancestors, to Daughter Earth, to Mother Universe, to Father Sky, to Father Spirit, right, to Source, right? This is a collective thing. This is a collective energy, right? It's not about me. It's about we. It's not about I. It was about us, right? Because we could have walked it up ourselves, but it did not have the same power. It did not have the same magnitude. It does not have, right? People are like, oh, let's go every year. Oh, let's do it again. Oh, we got to do it. It's not going to be the same. The intentions are different, right? So this is all about community and the love and being spirit-led. And what are you doing it for, right? Who are you doing it for, right? And amplifying those intentions, and watch whatever you put in, you get out. Whatever seeds you planted, you watch them grow, right? Whatever seeds you have sown, they're going to bloom. Everybody I know already that had went to that mountain, abundance was happening. Miracles were happening. Soon as we got off that mountain, everybody, like, y'all hear me stuttering. I can't even talk. I can't even talk. It was crazy. The ripple effect happened instantly. Everybody was manifesting instantly. Okay, Blue Pill was talking about the promised land, the promised land. Soon as we got down the mountain, he encountered a man that said, I have land that I want to give you. Instantly manifesting like that. Okay? Vicky Dillard was talking about invoking the ancestors, invoking the spirits, and tapping into source, tapping into honoring your ancestors. As she's saying that, the clouds was over the sun started to part and move. Vicky Dillard made the sun come out. Okay? It literally got the degrees of the sun was heating up as we were on that mountain. Right? She was in both, right. She said she was invoking the ancestors. Like, y'all, the power of manifesting was instantaneous, right? Everybody I know that was there, whatever type of goals, whatever type of investments, whatever type of ideas, whatever they were working on, they started to manifest instantly. Instantly. Everything was happening unexpectedly, right? You said this is the exact confirmation that I needed right now, even from Africa. Exactly. Because we're all connected. Like King Simon said, we are everything. We are everywhere all at once, right? I ain't gotta go back nowhere. I'm from here. This is my land. This is our land, right? And we are everywhere. Melanated, right? The melanated Chinese, the melanated Mexican, the melanated Hispanic, the melanated European, right? All of that. We're everything. You can't take nothing. It's all ours, right? No matter what land. We everywhere. We in the mountains. We in the hills, right? This is ours, and this is about us coming back together, not being in a division, being in a union, being in a unionship, working together. And when we come together and put our differences aside, we have a lot more in common. We have a lot more goals that we can get accomplished, right? So this is about the unity of the collective, right? You said, yes. This is what it was about. And we showed up and we showed out, okay? So shout out to all the master teachers. Shout out to all of the master students, right? Because it takes the community to be there as well. So this was a collective effort, right? Shout out to the ancestors, right? Shout out to the angels of light. Shout out to the angels. Shout out to the spirits that work with us. Shout out to source, okay? Because that was divine. Everything was in divine alignment. When they seen us at the bottom of that mountain, the police came in and said, wait. Y'all got to have a permit to do this. But it was so many of us, they could not stop us. They couldn't stop us. And that's the thing about manifesting things and seeing things before they happen, because Brother Rich said it's going to look like a rap concert. I'm trying to tell y'all, if I'm trying to give y'all the warning now, it's going to look like a rap concert. Oh, you said, and they couldn't stop us. They could not stop it. We were unstoppable, an unstoppable force. And we didn't come there to thrash. We didn't come there to argue. We didn't come there to fight. We came there in peace. Okay? Like Blue Pill said, we came there for love, right? Right. You said we were vibrating too high. They felt it and they knew it. We didn't come there on no hate, on no low vibrational energy. We came there to rise up, right? Like Blue Pill was talking about, Dr. Martin Luther King having a dream, right? And rising up and being on top of that mountain. That's what we did when we came there together. And I want to know I just want to take a random poll. How many people do y'all think was there? How many? Because when we first got, I'm like, okay, it's probably like 300 people. When I seen the footage, when I actually seen, I was like, yo, it could have easily been 1,000 of us out there. But we were so unified and together as one. It felt like one. You said about 1,000. Like, and it was no fights. No one got hurt. No one was arguing. We came in peace, right? Billy Carson said this was the Million Man March, right? So we are most definitely continuing a legacy, right, of building the collective consciousness in the right way, moving it forward in the right way for justice, for love, right? Because like I said, it's about the intentions of the event. Rich said it was going to be like a rap concert, but this was for the ancestors. This was for spiritual. This was for healing, right? This had a way bigger purpose that we still are getting in tune with, right? We don't know why spirit called us there. We like, all right, I'm about to connect with a tribe, right? But when we got there, there was this unspoken energy that was activated within all of us. And we was like, ooh, like this is powerful. Something powerful is happening. Right? You said 500. Yeah, minimum 500. Minimum, right? But there was a change. We changed something, right? We made a difference, right? So always continue to move out of spirit, move out of love, move out of integrity, right? Because even if you think no one sees you, somebody watching. Somebody is admiring you. Someone is looking up to you, right? Like Sharif Bey said, some little boys, 7 or 8, came up to him and gave him a hug, right? You never know who's watching. Keep doing your thing. Keep shining your light. Keep speaking your truth. Keep speaking your peace, because there is someone out there that needs to hear that, right? We all about motivation, motivating one another, inspiring one another, right? Uplifting one another. That's what this was about. Right? So we was down at the bottom of the hill, and the police came. Like you said, they said y'all supposed to have a permit. The energy was felt that we were moving out of love and peace and joy. We came to do our job, but we're gonna let y'all do y'all job. We're gonna let y'all do y'all thing, because it's the energy. Love is one of the most highest vibrations. Authenticity, shout out to B-Dale. He said authenticity is one of the most highest vibrations. We was moving our authentic love energy that could be felt and resonated throughout the whole cosmos, that they was like, go ahead, handle y'all business, okay? You said, right, you said first off, it was too early for all of that drama, okay? And Atlanta is Atlantis. Yes. Yes. So we were moving as a unit, moving as one, right? Voltron, right? They couldn't stop us, right? And then another powerful thing was Red Pill said, because first off, if you was there, you already know that traffic, baby, that line, it was a line to get into the gates of Stone Mountain at 5 a.m. They say Black people can't be early or arrive to anything on time, right? CP time. It was, mind you, the time for it to start was 5:44, right? Shout out to Blue Pill. It was a line for the gate at 5 a.m. that you had to wait, right? They said getting off of the exit, it was a line to get off of the exit. So this shows that when you have intentions, when you set your intentions and you really want to do something, you will, right? So always move from that, always operate from that, because we are more powerful than we could ever imagine, right? And when we come together and unify, we create this just quantum effect, this quantum leap, this quantum jump, right? So as we're all moving to our destiny slowly and getting there slowly, Red Pill was like, yo, we were supposed to leave. We were supposed to start walking at 5:44, but it's still, that's us in traffic. That's us. And it took them about, 3 hours just to it took 3 hours just for everybody that was there to get there in the space that we're supposed to meet up at. That's how many people was there. And guess what? And we waited for everyone. right? We were all aligned in meditation. Yes. Because, and that was my thing when I'm driving there. I'm like, well, when I got my Uber there and I get there and I see the line, I'm like, who? I said, oh, that's us. That's us. Right? So I'm going to wait. Then my anxiety started to kick in. Oh, are they going to leave? Are they going to wait? And Spirit said, stop. You are here. Whatever's going to happen is meant to happen. And I let it go. I released it. Right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. We get there. And then Red Pill's like, no, we waiting. That's us in traffic. And that gave me, I'm getting chills again. They gave me chills. Because I'm like, yeah, right? Nobody gets left behind. We're not leaving. No, Ohana means family, right? And that means nobody gets left behind, right? So we waiting for Billy Carson, waiting for Top Cat, waiting for Richard Security, waiting for everybody. Then once we connect, once we feel it, all right, y'all, now it's time to go up. We're going up. Oh man, what a beautiful energy, right? It was just a priceless, beautiful, enriching moment to experience. I'm so thankful and grateful to have experienced it. And I love the fact that we were all able to record and show and share that experience with everyone because, like I said, we were motivating people all around the world, right? They always have this negative, they always want to put this negative connotation on blacks, right? Moors, religious groups. But like I said, every religion was there, every culture was there, every essence, every walk of life was there. We seen newborns, right? We seen elderly, and everybody was working together, singing, dancing. Shout out to America Sutton. Shout out to Love is a Medicine Tribe. They were playing drums. Come on now. Playing music all up the hill, motivating us. Okay? This was empowerment. That those drums was the heartbeat of the tribe, okay? The heartbeat of the mountain, the heartbeat of the earth, the heartbeat of the universe, right? That kept us moving in unison, pushing us to go forward, to come up the mountain, right? To get to the mountaintop, right? You said an 80-year-old woman was up there. Yes. Yes. It was a 91-year-old woman. Right? Shout out to Top Cat. He was like, I'm asking this 90-year-old woman. And she said, no, I don't need your help. I don't want your help. I'm doing this. And that right there, baby, that should empower everyone, encourage everyone. And that, first off, that mountain wasn't no punk either. This ain't no little baby hill, baby. It was levels. Then you had to take big steps, right? And it was like every time you go up, it was just this winding, this ebbs and this flow, this getting in this rhythm, getting synced, right? With this transition to change, right? It was just remarkable. And a lot of people stayed behind to make sure everybody was going up carefully, right? Shout out to all the divine masculine. Shout out to all the divine feminine. Shout out to us working in unison, right? They want to talk about gender war this. Men ain't this. Women ain't this. Nah, we was a unit. We're moving as one. That was wholeness in its purest essence, right? So it was just a beautiful energy to witness and be in and be a part of. We got to the top of the mountain and that was just like monumental, right? We did several just activations to connect with the earth, connect with the mountain. And when I say I never seen so many bees in my life, the bees were just flying and hovering, and standing still, and they were facing towards the speakers and facing towards the people. The bees was connected and interconnected with us. And my thing is, bees only are attracted to flowers, right? Landing on hands. Yes, a bee the bee was just hovering, And I seen this girl say, oh, she put her hand out like this. The bee just sat down politely in her hand and then just took off. Like, I was like, this is so magical. I seen some bees mating. I seen the bee on another bee, but I said, well, get it in then, okay? This is divine union. That is finest, okay? That was me. Oh, okay, yeah. Yes, you was right on the side of me. Exactly. You was right on the side of me. Yeah. So we not lying. And this happened to multiple people, right? I seen bees landing on people's shoulders, right? Bees landing on people's head. Bees landing on people's bees. And they wasn't attacking. They was observing and absorbing what we were doing, right? In numbers, right? Then the dragonflies, right? The dragon flying, right? I've been y'all, if y'all know, if y'all been watching my video, shout out to Soul Tribe, I've been talking about this dragonfly energy, the rise of the phoenix, right? The climbing of the mountain. Jupiter ascending. Remember the bees? Yes, I did the bees landing on the elderly later hand too. Yes. Yes, it was happening to all of us simultaneously. Yes, synchronized. Yes. Synchronized. We were all as one, right? The dragonflies flying around. I'm like, oh, that's us, because it isn't one patch of grass up here. It ain't no grass. It ain't no flowers up here. It's us up here. So they came here for us. Then the doves. Where did the doves come from, y'all? Where did those doves come from? Okay? It was one dove, one white dove. And it's like it flew in, looked down, and said, oh, I got to go tell my family. It's a gathering on top. Hey, y'all. Hey, it's some guys and goddesses gonna tell y'all, come on. It was literally one dove, then it came back. It was about 7 doves flying in unison. It was some of the most beautiful. And I'm like, because I'm just so everywhere. I'm like, oh, somebody released some doves. Somebody brought some doves here to release. Then when we get to the top, I'm like, oh, there goes some doves. And I'm like, who released the doves? Somebody said, no, those doves appeared here. Ain't nobody come here with doves. And I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, wait a minute. That's when it clicked. Oh, this is us. This is the power of us when we unify, when we connect, when we're one, when we're together, right? We did that as a collective. And they came to greet us. That was the ancestors. Oh, man, the ancestors' presence was so heavy. They were so heavy. Everybody's aura was one aura. It was, oh, my goodness, you guys. Like, pure monumental, right? The mist coming up out of the trees, out of the forest was beautiful. We watched the sunrise, right? The sun. Then when we get to the top of the mountain, from it raining, from it storming, it was puddles of water on top of the mountain, and women were dancing in the water. The kids were playing in the water. It was just like, this was out of some movie. Like this, it was more than a movie. Rich said it was going to be a movie. It's going to be a movie. Like, I'm like, yo, this is wild. You say it was heaven. Yes, literally heaven on earth. It was heaven on earth. It was so beautiful, so life-changing, so monumental, right? You could feel it through the screen. You could feel the power through the screen, right? So, yeah, we got to the top of the mountain. We did our, congregation and gave our thanks. We cleansed the mountain. Shout out to the beautiful women and the beautiful men that brought sage, that brought cleansing stones. I'm going to read that in a second. That brought incense, that brought healing tools, that brought drums, that brought flutes, that brought seashells, that brought bells, that brought every tool to heal the mountain. We cleansed that mountain, y'all. Like when somebody, the sound bowls, yes, the healing bowls. When I smelled the sage, I said, oh, I love my tribe. I love this community. This is why I came here. This is what I came here for the spiritual and conscious community. The smell of sage on top of Stone Mountain burning while Vicky Diller invoking and going in. Yo, it was different. It was different, right? So we literally cleansed the mountain. We healed that mountain and the mountain healed us, right? We got energized. It was electromagnetic energy, right? And we formed a bond that all of us, it can never be broken, right? So it was just a very empowering thing to see, to witness. After we were done, oh, it was party time, because we we still black, we still tapped in, baby. So they started playing the drums. Like I said, shout out to America Sutton and the Love is the Medicine tribe. Okay, they were the ones on top of the mountain playing the drums. If you guys haven't checked out my video, I suggest you should, but it's been all over the internet. Okay, go to the IG, right? You can see it. They were, doing what they do best, right? Tapping into their music, tapping into their medicine, right? Love is a medicine. Powerful. And we came there with that love vibration, with that healing vibration, to tap in, to transcend and transmute anything that is not of love that happened on that mountain, right? That happened within us, that's going to happen from the past, from the future, right? That was that quantum timelines collapsing, right? That we got initiated into something, y'all, that we will take with us for lifetimes, right? That resonated with our soul, right? That was soul nourishment. That was divine nourishment that we received. I couldn't eat all day, y'all. I was trying to eat. I couldn't eat. I'm like, yo, I'm still full from the mountain. The mountain fed us. Soul Tribe fed us with that energy, with that high vibrational energy, right? It was this love, right? That big mama love, right? As the birds outside chirping, you already know what time it is. Okay? It was a universal thing. It was a omnipresence that was felt, right? And when they started playing those drums, oh, it was party time. And that's what I love about our community. What they say, you can't take us nowhere. You should have never gave us money. Yeah, because we gonna act up and show out. So we on top of the mountain. Of course we dancing, we having fun, we lit, we having fun, right? They smoking it, whatever. It ain't no judgment. We was having fun. This is our essence, true to our core, right? It was better than church. Okay, we had church on top of Stone Mountain, y'all. We are the church. And the body and the mind is the temple. And we came there with pure intentions to have these new actions, to invoke this new spirit of love within the planet, within the universe, right? It was just a beautiful thing, a beautiful essence, a beautiful spirit, right? So after we finished the mountain, because we got there, 5 a.m.? We didn't leave till 12 p.m., right? Some people didn't leave till later. Some people left earlier. But this was a beautiful, that's how you break fast, right? That's how you start your rising off. We were rising to the top, literally, climbing up that mountain as one. It was a beautiful thing. After everyone left, I'm pretty sure everyone got something to eat. He said, thank you, New Diamonds. No problem. Thank y'all. I love y'all, right? Like I said, it's a collective thing. It was a collective thing. And it was so beautiful to see, just the collective, just one. Everybody laughing and dancing and people yelling. Oh, I forget the brother's name. I forget his name. Mind something. I'm going to look it up and type it in the chat. But he got to the top of the mountain and he let out this yell. Oh my goodness. He said, like, he said, if you ain't never been to the top of a mountain and yell, I suggest that you do, right? It was monumental, you guys. It was life-changing. It was healing. It was electrifying. It was charging. It was purifying, right? It was just beautiful. It was a beautiful thing to witness and experience. And I'm so happy. Mind of Bezel, yes. Shout out to Mind of Bezel. He got on top of that. Yes. Yes. He said, I saw you. Yes. Exactly. Thank y'all. See, and that's why we need tribe. That's why we need community. Shout out to the community. Mina Bezel got to the top of the mountain and yelled, and it was just you could hear the release of ancestral trauma, ancestral wounds being released. And as soon as he did it, it was like a domino effect. You heard everybody start doing it. I said, woo! It's some power. We are some powerful beings. We are a powerful energy. We are such a powerful essence, right? Because love is contagious. A smile is contagious. High vibrational energy is contagious. And it was just at its pure essence. And another thing, as we were going up the mountain, because obviously we weren't the only ones there, the looks on people's faces as they were coming down and seeing us going up. I never seen so much life in people's eyes. And I mean, this was Indians, this was Iranians, this was whites, this was Spanish, this was blacks, this was elders, this was young, this was slim, this was fat, this was every walk of life. As they were coming down and seeing us moving as a unit, everybody's face was lit up. Their smiles brought joy to my soul. I'm like, yo, they see us. They see us. Like, I don't want to get emotional, but that's how powerful it was. We were lifting a vibration of everything on that mountain. Like, powerful. And like I said, we weren't the only ones on top of the mountain. I remember I stepped away from the group just to catch the essence of the mountain as it is, right? And you seeing just groups of whites meditating, right? Groups of couples, beautiful couples just kissing and engaging in one another's love, and elders and tourists and young people. And it was just so beautiful to witness, you guys. It was a beautiful thing, a beautiful essence just to be in. It was just powerful, so powerful, you know. So one thing I'm gonna say, okay, whenever Brother Rich say he gonna do something, y'all better listen, okay? Because everybody like, oh, next time, oh. You better listen to Spirit. When Spirit tells you to do something, you better listen, because it's a reason why, right? And it goes beyond your comprehension. It goes beyond your understanding. This is a soul thing. This is a spiritual thing. This is a source code thing, right? So whenever your spirit is telling you to do something, that gut feeling, that intuition, I got a feeling, you better listen to it. It's a reason why. Okay? Because you don't want to be, oh, I should have listened. Something told me not to go to the party. Something told me I should have went to the mountain. You better listen. That's all I'm going to say. Okay? And there's going to be many more events. So never feel like you're missing out on anything, right? Because everything happens in divine alignment. You're exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing in divine timing and divine alignment. Okay? We don't move out of fear. We move in divine alignment. Okay? So that's for the mountain. After we did the mountain, what happened? Oh, we went to the juke joint, the comedy joint. Shout out to King Simon as he held the building down. Okay? Just beautiful host, beautiful being, beautiful spirit, beautiful essence. Oh, he is just so a light. He is a pure light, here to help everyone and anyone that has pure intentions, right? As we are, like I said, we are all reflections. Shout out to King Simon. Shout out to Hilarious. Oh man, y'all, like, woo! When I say Like I said, when I asked y'all how many people was going through something to get to this event, how many people was tested, how many people got stuck with delays, right? Hilarious, the comedian that was performing for the comedy show, right? First off, her plane got delayed. I believe she said 27 hours, right? Then once she gets off the plane, she gets a phone call from her mother. Her dad passed while she was on a flight. So it was, oh my goodness, I don't want to get emotional, but she just was such a light to even do the comedy show after delays on the flight and losing your father. You guys, she still pushed through and did the show. Come on now. And what's the irony of that? You come there to tell jokes to heal us, but we were feeding her beautiful healing energy as she's feeding us. I mean, the infinity sign of love and abundance and reciprocity and uplifting and healing was so present, you guys. And I'm like, wow, look at the irony in that. And at any time, she could have said, I'm not doing this. I'm going to go back home. I'm going to tap in with my family. I just lost my dad. No, she still came up and showed out. And when I say she was funny AF, like, y'all, we got a special treat. Because as she says, laughter is medicine. And laughter is very healing, right? Being sure to watch something after. It's all about balance, right? So if you're watching something or eating something or consuming things, it's all about what you're consuming. If you're consuming a lot of negative things, you got to lift it up with something positive, right? The best laughter, the best medicine is laughter, right? So that was such a special treat just to heal on a loving and internal and laughter way, to where she was just expressing herself while still being in grief. I mean, it was power to her, right? Power to her. And it was also a few others who got up on stage, did like poetry. It was beautiful. It gave me Def Comedy Jam vibes. So that's something that is most definitely necessary. Shout out to Red Pill for even putting that together. Because we most definitely need that in the conscious community, because I feel like sometimes the conscious community is so serious. Oh, we gotta heal. Oh, we gotta do shadow work. Oh, we gotta, the debates. I'm always right, and this is serious, and everything is. We have to laugh at ourselves sometimes, right? Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying, right? And laughing is so powerful that you will cry tears of joy, right? So it's all about the balance. It's all about opening up to joy, to laughter, to love, to the expression of the divine, right? That it was just such a beautiful thing to see and a beautiful thing to witness. Just this comedy juke joint essence, because I feel like sometimes we are just so serious, because healing is serious, It's a lot of trauma, it's a lot of wounds, it's a lot of deep issues that we gotta dig deep down into. But once we, come up out of that and we turn into the opposite spectrum, right? It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be happy, right? It's okay to be in joy. It's okay to be in pleasure, right? That's all a part of self-love. That's all a part of self-nourishment. That's all a part of your self-worth, right? So it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience to witness the comedy portion, and to watch people go up on stage and read their poetry. Also, rap and perform and just express themselves in art form. It was just a beautiful thing to see. And then also the music listening party, that was amazing. We got to hear some unheard music from not Brother Rich, Blue Pill, Red Pill, and Cambada. Shout out to them, right? Because we do need conscious music, right? We can't always listen to low vibrational music, right? That doesn't align with my frequency. I need something high. Yeah, I'm a guy. Yeah, I can do magic. Yeah, that's a fact, right? Facts, 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 right? Shout out to Sauce God, right? So we need everyone, right? We all bring our piece to the puzzle. You bring your piece, you bring your piece, you bring your piece, so we can have the whole picture, wholeness, so we can see the full picture, because the picture is bigger than us, right? It's the collective. And it was a beautiful thing to witness. Then we got the beautiful Love is the Medicine tribe performance, and oh my goodness, such a beautiful performance. I'm for all the free expression of love, expressing yourself. It was just wonderful. Everybody has their opinion, right? Some people, right, and others have their own. I loved it. It was everything that we need, because we're uplifting the divine feminine, we're uplifting the divine masculine in their true authentic expression, their true authentic form, right? We came here as we are. That's how we should operate, right? And that's how they were operating in their true essence, playing that beautiful music, showing off their beautiful talents, singing. I mean, America Sutton and the Love is a Tribe medicine group. I mean, it was beautiful. It was just another uplifting, high vibrational experience. Also, the YG Urban Cafe, shout out to them, as that was the place that we were at. It was 640 Evans Street in Atlanta, Georgia. If you in Georgia, please go check them out and show them some love. Beautiful food, beautiful essence, beautiful space, right? Again, the bookstore was 488. I can't remember, but it was in Atlanta, Georgia. It's called the Bookstore Gallery. Please check that out as well. Beautiful energy. And this is all melanated people, right? That's one thing we have to do as a community. Make sure we are circulating our dollar within our community. Other cultures do it. Why can't we? Right? We need to be buying Black-owned everything. No excuse. I don't care. You cash out for J's. You cash out $300 for J's with no complaint. Right? To flex. We flex different. We spend with our brothers and our sisters. And I'm going to get into that later, because I got a whole bunch of stuff that I was gifted and that I bought out there. And I'm going to be giving out shout outs, okay? So that's what it's about. It's about the community. It's about uplifting the community, working together, right? So yeah, check out those places if you guys are in Atlanta, as they held space. Holding space for one another is very important, right? So they held space for us as we were in their business establishment, as we, came into town. A lot of people came from out of town to enjoy this experience, and they held space for us. So in full gratitude for them as well. Then after that, everybody went back to get some rest. And the next day, oh my goodness, woo! Dr. B Serious, yo. Okay, now because it was multiple events that were going on, right? We had the American Gods lecture. We had the another lecture with Sharif Bey and Red Pill, right? We also had another cacao event, Afroletics cacao event. So there was a lot of different things that were going on, but that's what I loved about this event. They didn't make it to where you had to go to anything. You get to choose to what you want to go to. It's multiple things, because we are different cultural beings. So I went to Dr. B event because I'm like, all right, we did all this external healing, right? We went on top of the mountain. Yay, I feel good. Yay. But y'all know me. Like I said, if you're on my channel, you already know how I do. We are about shadow work. We about getting into the self-love. We about getting to the roots. We about uplifting that, pulling back those layers to get to that trauma, to get to the root of what this is really stemming from, right? So I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I'm about to deep dive into this kinesthetics, kinesiology, going into the subconscious mind, right? Because that's what Dr. B specializes in, right? If you know Dr. B, you already know what time it is. It's elevationtime.com. It's time to elevate, right? You got to go within to ascend, period. Period. It ain't no way around it. Yeah, you high and mighty, but you still got unaddressed trauma that you need to deal with that comes out in different ways. So you need to go internal and heal that. And that's what Dr. B did. Now, before we even jump into peace, first journey there, I was expressing between everyone and the brothers that were helpful assist. Yes, yes, we got one of the elders in the chat, y'all. See, so this is what it's about. Like I said, it's about community, right? So y'all can get in the chat. Y'all can go in the comments. I want everybody to hop in the comments. Say where you from. Say where you're at. Say, you know, and say what you do and congregate. And because this is what this is about, right? Like I said, this, yeah, we felt good. It felt good. It felt good. But what is all of that matter if we're not really connecting and doing action and putting action behind that, right? So thank you so much, Elder, right? Let me go back to that comment. Burnett Dean, hi New Diamonds. I was there Saturday. I'm the elder, and this was my first journey there. I was so impressed with the, I can't read, hold on, with the camaraderie between everyone, and the brothers were helpful, assisting me. Yes, yes. So this is about the community. This is about uplifting one another and working together as a collective, right? And that's the power of the community, right? So shout out to you. Shout out to all of the elders, all of the youth, all of the community, all of the master teachers, everyone that was, you said, I'm from Charlotte. Yes. North Carolina. Yes. So you guys make sure, like I said, you guys get in those comments, right? After the video's posted, get in the comments, chat it up, because this is where we connect, right? Like I said, we always talk about how we're so lonely. It's a lonely journey, and I've been isolated. Nobody gets me. They call me crazy. They don't understand. Community is right here. Everything you need is right here. We already have it. It's within us, right? It's about connecting. It's about linking up and doing what you said you was going to do, right? Because you got a mission. We got work to do. So get on your job. Do more, love more. That's what it's about. That's what it's about right now. We incarnated at this time right now for this exact moment. Yes. Yes. You said, I want to connect so we can keep going. Yes, we most definitely will. We most definitely will. And all of my information is down in the contact, down in the description box below. If you want to connect with me, but you already know, okay? We're going to chop it up. And I love y'all so much. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all. Right? Because like I said, y'all uplift me so much. Right? Y'all pour into me. I pour into y'all. It's reciprocity. It's reciprocated energy. Right? We bouncing light off each other. You're a reflection. We're a reflection of one another. Okay? And I love y'all so much. But yeah, wow. Dr. B event. Y'all, I mean, I ain't even said anything. I haven't even said anything. Okay? Dr. B wasn't on Stone Mountain, but he had a separate event the next day. And he was just talking about the subconscious realignment and going within to release, because like I said, we talk about healing, but a lot of people don't do the healing work. There's a group of us who do it, and it shows, right? That inner glow, that inner shine. You can tell somebody's healed or not by their actions. And like Brother Rich said, a person can only have this facade for so long before their true intentions, before their true color shows. And that's from lack of shadow work. Right? Whether it's the ego, whether it's intention, whether it's impulsiveness, whether it's addictions, obsessions, etc., etc., etc. You already know. right? And if y'all, I'm having a shadow work class, mastering a shadow class, that starts on July 13th. If you guys want to sign up for that, we're going to be deep diving into that as well. Okay, but like I said, this is about doing the inner work. So that's why I tuned into Dr. B's class, because I'm like, yeah, it's all love and light, but it's also dark and fight. It's always, you got to go within, right? Because the seeds are planted in the dark, right? There's things happening behind the scenes, behind the curtain, a lot of people don't see before the show starts, right? That seed, that baby is implanted in the womb, which is dark. The cosmos are in the universe, which is dark, right? So there's a lot of things happening in the dark, in the subconscious mind, that we aren't aware of. And I want to cleanse that. I want to see. We're going to deep dive into that right now. Okay? So that's why I was like, yeah, I want to do Dr. B's class. And we going to deep dive. And plus, come on now. You know Dr. B. Dr. B serious, can't be serious for nothing. And I love him for that, because he has his own take on healing. He has his own perspective on healing. He has a whole lot of different products, and they're all wonderful. They're all magnificent. He is magnificent. He is everything. I don't know if y'all ever tapped into his sonic immersions on YouTube. Check out his page, okay? Like I said, elevationtime.com. Check it out, okay? Because it was well worth the class. That's all I'm gonna say. Everything was well worth it, right? Because it was a priceless experience, right? That's another thing. This is about investing in yourself. That's a part of self-love. That's a part of self-care. That's a part of self-worth. And I know I'm priceless. So I'm like, yeah, we about to make this investment, baby. We about to invest in ourselves. So that's what we did. And soon as we got to Stonecrest, it was just, you walk into the room and you could just feel the energy. Like, it was amazing. First off, this is what got me. Soon as we walked into Dr. B's space, he had his team. Shout out to Dr. B's team, because like I said, it take a village, right? He had a beautiful team. Everybody's wearing white. Beautiful setup of his products. I mean, nice display where he's going to be. I'm like, oh, it just sets the tone. Like he said, your subconscious mind is taking pictures of everything. The environment, the energy, the people, what the floor looked like, how tall the roof is. And so as soon as we walked into this space, it's women and King Simon, shout out to King Simon, spraying rose water everywhere, just cleansing the space. I'm like, oh, as soon as you walk into the energy, it's just, whoo. I'm getting chills again, okay? And I ain't chilling. You could just feel the energy. You could just feel the vibration. You knew this was going to be a soul alignment, something that was going to help your soul ascend, right? This ain't no, yeah, Dr. B Serious is funny, but he was about to get to business. It was about work. It was about doing the internal work, right? So yeah, he sits down. Well, everybody comes in. They sit down. Very intimate setting, very beautiful setting, but it's space, right? And he comes in, and before he even come in, King Simon's like, he comes to the front. He like, now, before we even start, no phones, no pictures, no video recording. We doing the inner work. We're detaching from the electronics, because some of y'all don't know how to operate without the electronics. So we cutting them off. And I'm like, okay, we locking in. That means it's time to lock in. That means we're about to go somewhere you haven't been before. And everything ain't for Instagram and the world to see anyway. Everything isn't for everyone, right? Some things are sacred for a reason. Some things are hidden for a reason, right? So then Dr. B comes in. He's like, yeah, no pictures. We can do all that after. Right now, we're locking in so we can go into the subconscious mind, and we're going to have fun doing it at the same time. He shows us this beautiful, oh yeah, it's out now, his Sonic Immersions video. He showed us the first clips of that, and it was just beautiful, beautiful, just healing vibration, nature, music, playing. Y'all know how Dr. B do. He playing his drums, he playing the chimes, he just in the studio, and it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. You know, he's getting us warmed up, he's asking questions, right? Breaking things down on the subconscious level and how the subconscious mind works. And then he's like, yeah, so now we about to go into a meditation. Okay, I'm about to take y'all somewhere. And I want everybody to close their eyes. I want y'all to start with y'all breath. I wish I could have made Dr. B's class. I didn't get an entirety next time. Yeah, it's, you know, like I said, if you didn't make it this time, it's always next time. You know, and it's okay. Because everything happens for a reason. So yeah, it was just, you know, he was preparing everyone. Everyone was sitting down. We're doing our deep breaths. And he started to play instruments, and it was like you instantly got teleported somewhere. Like, I'm getting the chills again. It's like as I'm meditating, I'm seeing portals open. I'm seeing beings. You can just feel the presence of ancestors and outer world beings there just helping us and guiding us. It was so magical, right? And that's just him opening up the gate for us to open up to ourselves, to open up to the subconscious mind, right? To do this deep dive, because it's not easy for most people to tap into their subconscious mind because it's hidden. There's a lot of things that's hidden. There's a lot of things that we hide or we suppress, right? So before we even got to that point, he had to get us in a calm, relaxed state. Once we got to that calm, relaxed state, then we started to do the work, right? He took us on this guided meditation, and just was talking about clearing out the subconscious mind, and that's exactly what we did. He took us into our subconscious mind, and we started to cleanse out things and release things. And that was probably one of the most powerful experiences that I've had, because everyone during this part, you know, we're about 4 hours in, right? And an hour into the meditation, because his class was supposed to be 4 hours. Like I said, if you know Dr. B, he ain't doing no class in no 4 hours, but we got like 7 hours, right? It's a 7-hour class, but during, I want to say about into 4 hours of the class, he had us do a meditation. So we got into a meditation about an hour in. We probably did about an hour meditation in full, but towards the end of the meditation, he had everyone go into their subconscious mind. And while we were in our subconscious mind, he said, now I want you guys to release. I don't want you to think about it. I don't want you to overthink it. I want you guys to just scream, yell, cry, purge, just release. And he count down to 3, and I mean the energy, you could just feel everyone just releasing negative energy, trauma, ancestral blockages. You could just feel everyone releasing and being healed. I heard women crying, women speaking in tongues, men yelling, men crying. It was one of the most beautiful experiences to just be in. I'm crying. Look, I ain't gonna just put I'm in there crying. Okay, I'm in there yelling. It was just a beautiful just release of the soul, right? This was something spiritual, right? Something in the essence, the subconscious mind. He said, I don't want you to think about it. You don't need to know. That ain't your business. Just release. And that's what we did. And after that, you could feel it was like we got on the mothership and we took off after that moment. It was like amazing. So after everybody kind of calmed down, right? Because like I said, emotions were high. He kind of brought everybody down and played, you know, some healing music. And he was like, all right, you guys, now we're going to go outside. Because when we're releasing, sometimes things get trapped within the walls. They get trapped within the ceilings. They get trapped within the corners, right? The box. Things get boxed in, right? So he was like, now we're going to go outside and we're going to connect it with the earth. And so we went outside, and it was just this beautiful space, this beautiful grass area where the trees and flowers, and it was almost like how you said, a little piece of heaven on earth. And we walked over, and everything was still. Everything was still. And soon as Dr. B came over, the wind started to blow. And oh, I'm at 222. Hey, I've been waiting for 222. Hey, let's go. Shout out to y'all. I love y'all so much. Okay. I love y'all so much. I've been waiting to hit the 222. And look at the synchronicity. After Stone Mountain, right? After the healing, you get to where that peak you've been trying to reach, right? This is a peak at your harvest, right? 222 divine alignment, right? That's the master builder. That's that twin flame. That's that union. That's that essence. That's that pillar, right? That's that walking through the portal, right? That's that 6. That's that balance, right? That's that equality. That's that beauty. That's that carbon. That's that releasing. That's that melanin, right? So everything is in divine order. And thank y'all for the confirmation, because y'all know I love a little spiritual confirmation up in this thing, okay? We drink some water. As I said, 26 is 26. People watching with 8111. Yeah. But yeah, we're unlocking portals. What was I saying? Oh, Dr. B. There we go. So yeah, Dr. B walks over to the group and the wind starts to blow. And I'm just like, yo, spirit is here. The divine essence is here. And the presence is felt. Mother Nature, daughter Earth, Big Mama, Father Spirit. You could just feel source. You could feel every entirety of the essence that was present, right? Past, present, future, your inner child, your oversoul, yourself, your elders, you could just feel it all. And it was just such a beautiful, blissful, calming experience, because like I said, we had just released all of that. So we had freed up more energy for us to receive from daughter Earth, right? So now we're outside, and now he has us invoking our own power, right? So he had us do this exercise where we put our energy in a ball, cultivating chi, cultivating our own energy into a ball, and then we throw that energy out in all directions, right? North, south, east, west, below, above, and then we cultivate that energy from within. And as we do that, we're yelling and screaming and releasing. And it was just so beautiful. It was a sense of a pure essence there, as it kind of brought us all back to this childlike state of just being free, right? Of being in pure love, being in pure bliss without the judgment of anyone. Because at this point, we all felt like brothers and sisters. We all felt connected, right? To be vulnerable, to be open with one another, to share this space, to share such an intimate experience with someone you don't know, but you feel spiritually connected to, right? Shout out to Soul Tribe, right? So it's a Soul Tribe thing, right? It's a spiritual connection thing. It's a soulmate thing. It's a spiritual. I can't really explain it, but I know you know the feeling, right? So it was that you are my brother, you are my sister, we are family, right? So we connected as one, as a unit, and just vibed and said our invocations to the earth and what we desired, as Dr. B just was guiding us and instilling that we are who we think we are, and we can create whatever reality we want, and whatever our heart's desires is, we can manifest that right now, because the only thing that is standing in our way is us, right? So we did that beautiful exercise outside, and it was like literally after that, everyone had a glow. Everyone instantly had this bright white glow about them. And everyone on that mountain had this bright white glow. Everyone had a glow to them, right? That's that Christ consciousness, that aura expanding, right? It was just a beautiful thing to witness, a beautiful essence to be in. It was just remarkable and beautiful. And I'm just super thankful to have experienced that with like-minded individuals. It's like my first time meeting some people, and I felt like I've known them for years. Like, it was just so beautiful. After we did that, we went back inside, and then Dr. B was like, all right, y'all, now it's time for meet and greet. And he did that for another, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. I had to leave. I got some pictures. I linked up with some of his tribe contact information. I got some of their contact information. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful tribe and people that he works with, because like I said, it takes a village. It wasn't just him that did it. What did you say? So I'm so glad it was pushed to be an annual thing, because I definitely go next time. Yeah. But yeah, so Dr. B he kept going, but I was like, okay, I want to go to the American of God's lecture. So after that, I went back to Atlanta, because his event was in Stonecrest, right? So it was about 30 minutes away from Atlanta. Just like Stone Mountain is like about 30 minutes away. So I went back to Atlanta, and then I came to Red Pills and Brother Sharif class, and it was just, they was locked in. I'm like, dang it, I'd have missed some good stuff. But Red Pill was telling me, oh, we're just recording everything. You don't have to worry. You're gonna get a hey baby. You're gonna get a copy of everything once we're all done. So don't worry. So yeah, I just came into class, sat down, and immediately locked in. And that class was so amazing, because they're talking about everything that's going on right now, with the politics, with the war, with the Moors, with the indigenous, with getting back in tune with who we are as the American gods. Like we were talking about earlier, we don't have to go anywhere with all of this all of this stuff that's going on. Where they gonna send us? We're born here. This is our land. We're native here, right? The whole purpose of us going to Stone Mountain was to reclaim our power, was to tap back into our power. Now it's levels to that, but we have to start somewhere, right? So they just were really going in, deep diving on the history, the teachings, and it was such a beautiful, beautiful lecture, a beautiful time and place for us all to connect. And I was just super happy just to be in there with like minds and individuals who value knowledge, right? Because a lot of people talk about, oh, I'm conscious, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm spiritual, oh, I'm that. But when it comes down to the lectures and the workshop, it wasn't as many people in there as it was on top of that mountain, okay? So this is about who's really going to do the work. You said you was going to do it. Are you really going to do it? You saying, walk it like you talk it. It's about action, right? So who's going to really put in the action to do what it takes to get to the next level, right? Whether it's shadow work, whether it's reading, whether it's doing the work that needs to be done, whether it's reclaiming your freedom, reclaiming your independence, leaving that relationship, whatever it may be, you have to put into action, right? To turn that down, baby. You have to put into action to get to where you're going. You can't just say it, right? That's the act of manifesting, right? So that's what I loved about that workshop. It was about elevating the collective consciousness. Hold on one second, y'all. Baby, turn that down. I'm still live, okay? Thank you. I love you. Okay. Yeah, cause I'm still a mama. Okay, I'm still, and I ain't. Why y'all ain't tell me? I've been on here for like this long going in. Okay, y'all. Said first off, we enjoying the story, Diamond. Okay, I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for being here with me. I love y'all so much. Okay, but yeah, it was just a beautiful, beautiful lecture. They went in, and the lecture was so empowering and so powerful that even after the lecture was over, we went outside and they still, Red Pill and Sharif was still going in. We still talking about things. They still talking about, because like I said, it's certain things it's certain things you can't talk about on certain platforms because they're going to take it down, right? So that's why they have classes. That's why they have these things outside. Like I said, everything is not for everybody. There's certain thing going on behind the curtains that you can't see, right? So this was a peek behind the curtain, right? So as they're going in, talking, I'm just like, wow, this is amazing. I'm so happy that I get to be here and be witnessing this energy, be a part of this energy. And it was like a crowd just started to form outside. And it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. And then it got to the point where Red Pill was trying to bribe Sharif to stay longer. He was like, no, we gotta keep going. Like, how much is gonna cost for you to stay here? How much is gonna cost? Sharif was like, I gotta go, I'm gonna miss my flight. Red Pill like, nah, man, how much is gonna cost for me to keep you here? Like, don't y'all, he was asking everybody, don't y'all want him to still finish talking? We like, yeah. He was like, how much is gonna cost? He was like, man, I can't. He's like, how much? How much? So it was so, Red Pill was so funny. Oh my goodness. He was just like, man, how much I gotta bribe you? How much it's gonna take to bribe you to stay, right? And Sharif thinking about it, but he like, man, I can't just miss my flight. I'm gonna have to book another day. He was like, it's a whole lot of stuff I gotta do. He's like, man, well, come on. All right, well, we about to go to another spot. Shout out to Afroletics. He let us go to his spot. So we went to Afroletics spot and finished talking, finished chopping it up, finish our mastermind, right? Because that's essentially what happened. We went there to build, we went there to connect. And you said, did you take your children to be a part of this experience? No, I didn't take my children. I said maybe next time I'll probably take them, but I wanted to go to have the experience for myself first to kind of get a feel for it. And then I said maybe next time I'll probably take them. But I did go by myself because I really wanted to network. This for me was a business opportunity and a vacation and a time to network and connect with the collective and conscious community and spiritual community. And that's exactly what we did. I'm so thankful that I had this chance to just connect with them and just had this experience. It was just a priceless experience that a lot of us are still tapped into. A lot of us are still just juiced about. Like, it's just this energy. It's like this inner youthful energy, this electromagnetic energy that has just charged up everyone, and everyone is still on cloud nine. I don't know nobody who's came down from that mountain, honestly, spiritually. Like, everybody's still posting, everybody's still talking about it. I think we're gonna be talking about it probably for the rest of this month, right? And like I said, that independence, that's true independence, right? Independence Day coming up. The true independence is having your own sense of freedom from within yourself and connecting with the community and knowing that we are unity, we are one, we are a whole, especially when we come together with the same mind, with the same collective mind. There is nothing that we can't do, right? You, God, or the new select. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I feel like I said, it's underground. It's a lot of things that are happening behind the scenes, right? So there is most definitely a group that is working in the light, right? And then there's also people who help push those, right? Because it's giving me, Spirit is giving me of a movie, right? There's a movie, there's a star, there's a person that plays the main role, 111 on the clock. But there's also the director, right? No, this needs to be like this like this. No, that's not the right angle. This needs to look like this. Okay, now where's the creative director, right? Where's the costume artist? Okay, who's gonna do the music, right? Everybody plays their part to make the collective a whole, to make it whole, right? And as long as you're operating from authenticity, being your authentic self, your light is always going to shine. They're always going to see you. And it's not even this essence of wanting to be seen. It's not even this essence of needing validation, needing confirmation for anyone, right? I'm operating from my authentic self 24/7. I don't care who see me. I'm doing it for myself. I'm healing for myself. I want to be one with the Most High, because that's what the initial goal is to be one with source, right? To be one with myself, to know thyself, to heal thyself, right? So I feel like as long as you keep operating in that, then you're always going to be your own light. You're always going to be your own star. You're always going to continue to operate from that highest light, because you're being your authentic self. That's how you grow, right? Knowing every facet, knowing every side, knowing every shape of yourself, no matter what cycle you're in, but paying attention to the patterns, so that way you're on track and you're in tune with these new cycles, right? Because I feel like I'm not the same person that I was. I've elevated, I've upgraded, I've ascended. My spirit's more louder than ever, right? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, Tyrell. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love y'all. That means a lot. That really do mean a lot to me. See? And it's little things like that, right? Just reciprocating the energy, right? I see you, sis. I see you, bro. Keep pushing. Keep going. Keep operating in your light and speak your truth, because you never know who may need to hear that story, right? Because we all going through something. We all got obstacles. We all got something, right? But not dwelling on the bad, uplifting each other and looking at the positive, because we could sit and soak all day. We can talk about problems all day. What is that going to do? Nothing, right? So we might as well alchemize the energy, uplift our energy. How can we solve the problem, right? What answers can we look for to help us push past this? Well, how do we grow, right? We spilled the cup of milk. I don't want to cry about it no more. I'm going to clean it up and keep it pushing and move forward, right? So that's what we're about. We're about doing the work. We're about elevating. We're about growing. We're about operating from love and a collective, and pushing higher and striving higher, okay? And it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. I did not want to leave Atlanta, okay? I was sad as hell. I was hugging Red Pill. I'm like, Red Pill, I don't want to leave. Like, he just was laughing. He was like, man, well, you can always come back. You can always move out. King Simon said, so when you moving out here? So it's about making those connections, because that's how you know it was a true bond, a true spiritual essence, to the point where nobody wanted to leave the mountain. Nobody wanted to leave when we having these meet and greets. Nobody wanted to leave the after party. Nobody wanted to leave after the lecture. We literally went to the Vegan Dream Donut Shop Cafe in Atlanta, and we were there just talking and vibing until 4 a.m. and nobody wanted to leave, because the energy, it just, you could just sit in that conscious and we're building, and everybody, it's not one person that was, and shout out to B-Dale, because B-Dale was there with us too, just listening and talking. We all was just bouncing ideas, and it was amazing. It was amazing. It was so beautiful, right? It was that contagious, that amplifying energy. It fills you up and it feeds you. It nourishes you. This was soul nourishment, divine nourishment that we all got, right? If you were there or not, you still got fed. You still could feel the energy, right? So it's just a beautiful, powerful experience that we all had the opportunity to enjoy. And I'm just super thankful, super grateful to be a part of this community. And this is exactly why I got into, well, this is one of the many reasons why I got into the spiritual community and conscious community, as I was on my own journey, right? For this exact moment right here, where we all come together as one. I mean, it's nothing like it. I could only imagine that must have been how Dr. Martin Luther King felt at the Million Man March. That collective consciousness just being there, uplifting and loving you. And I mean, it's nothing like it, right? So shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Soul Tribe. Shout out to the Master Teachers. Shout out to everybody, right? That's pushing and pushing and pushing to get to where they need to be, no matter what comes up, no matter what obstacles seem to be in the way, no matter what problem, no matter what trauma, no matter what drama, you still pushing forward, okay? And that's what it's about. It's about moving forward. It's about getting it done. It's about love too, right? And discernment and discipline and growing and evolving. And because change is the only thing that is constant, right? And time. Okay? I'm sorry, what did you say? I missed what you said. This is different, so different because it's about spiritual sovereignty. Exactly. I don't know nobody who is at the top of that mountain that doesn't feel a sense of sovereignty. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for the super chat. Thank you, Jay Nelson. Peace, New Diamonds. What did you say? Peace, New Diamond. First time on here. What's the best take from the Stone Mountain experience? Wow. My best take from the Stone Mountain experience is we are more powerful than we think. You are more powerful than you think you are. You're more powerful than you know you are. You are a true master manifester. Whatever you want, you can will into your reality with a simple thought and with a simple action. Well, maybe not so simple, but you get what point I'm trying to make, okay? Whatever you want, you can have. Whatever dreams you have, you can make it a reality. That, I believe, that is one of my main purposes here, is to tell people your dreams can be made a reality. I'm supposed to show people mama's magic. This is what Sister Myra told me. You are here to be a physical representation of Big Mama, to show people the mama's magic. Okay? To inspire them, to motivate them, to get them in tune. Because there's a lot of illusions in this realm, and we're breaking those illusions, right? Oh, you can't sell jewelry to celebrities. Celebrities don't buy wire wrap jewelry. Well, go to my page and you'll see a whole nother different thing, okay? People from Richmond, California don't make it out. People from the hood don't make it out. People from the hood only go to jail. They only are prostitutes. They only pimps. They only hoes. They only die. But guess what, y'all? We made it out, okay? So we define them odds, and we uplifting the community with our stories. So tell your story. Somebody needs to hear it, okay? And in the same time that it's healing them, it's healing you, right? So we are here to uplift one another, and we can do whatever it is that we want, especially if we put our mind to it. And then if you got a village behind you, you are unstoppable, okay? That is how we govern ourselves. That is the government, okay? That is the United States, the colonies, the treaties, right? Taking back our power. That is independence, okay? So that is what I got. That is the dream. That is the promised land. That is euphoria. That is heaven on earth, right? That freedom. So that's probably the biggest thing that I got from the Stone Mountain hike, is we can do anything we put our minds to. Don't let nobody tell you different. Don't let nobody feed you BS or try to manipulate you or use your energy, right? Because we've been through things, past things and experiences that we should have learned lessons from, so we can see the pattern, we can see the cycle, we can see the energy before it happens, right? We are wiser, we know better. You know better, so you did better, right? You know better, so you should be doing better. That's what this growth is. That's what this upgrade is. That's what elevation is, right? And then that's, for me, just on the physical level. Spiritually, oh man, everybody has ascended somewhere that we don't even know yet. I feel like the mothership took off or something. I don't even know, because I'm still spiritually trying to ground myself, and there is no ground to reach for. right? So we have went to another level spiritually as a collective, right? And this is going to continue to play out. My spirit is saying Scorpio season, October, there's going to be something phenomenal that happens, because we don't even know what we put out into the ethers by doing that. Physically, we had good intentions and love, but everything that you do comes back to you tenfold, a thousandfold, reciprocated. Okay? So that's why it's always good to have the best intentions when doing anything. Because, like I said, even if you think nobody's watching, source is watching. Your subconscious is recording everything, right? So you always want to make sure you have the best intentions when doing anything, so you get the best optimal results out of it. Even if you aren't looking for something in return, just knowing that, okay, I have a good heart. I want to go here with good intentions, and that's it. And then expecting nothing to receive everything, having no expectations of anything to receive it all. That's the best way to go about it, because you aren't locked into one belief. You aren't locked into one stream. You're open to receive it from every direction and open to receive it from every angle. Okay? So I hope that answered your question. Thank you so much. Did anybody else have any questions? I also wanted to get into like gifts and stuff that people gave me. I was just like flabbergasted by all the love people showed me. Like, it was crazy. All the love that was just being spread around in that area in over this weekend, it was just mind-blowing, right? So there's some gifts, there's some things that I did want to share with you guys. So I'll start off with Brother Rich. First off, what? Brother Rich was in the building. If y'all wasn't there, y'all missed out on a special treat, because everybody been asking for these cigars, baby. And he had the cigars there, okay? So Brother Rich was selling his cigars. He also was just, Billy Carson gave out books, okay? So it was just, I mean, everybody was giving love. Dr. B was giving out some. It was, I mean, I can't even, you guys. But shout out to Brother Rich, aka Black Magic 363, aka Radiohead Rich. But he had the cigars, y'all. Okay, so here's a cigar. So tap in with Brother Rich if you want the cigars. And shout out to the brother who gave this to me. I forgot his name, but he was, oh my God, like so helpful. When I say community is everything, you guys. Community is everything. Yeah, exactly. Moki. Aki. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Also, he gave me some Claudio Silver. Okay. So if y'all into Claudio Silver, Claudio Silver mint Born to Win. Okay, organic. I want y'all to go to his website, tap in with him. Because, I mean, when I say tribe is vibe, y'all. I didn't have, this is how abundant the universe is. I didn't have a way, on Moy Key's page. See Moy Key? Tap in with him. Put your information down in the comments, and I'm going to put it all in the description box. So tap in with me, bro. But thank you again for the cigar and the Claudio Silver, because this is necessary. This is what the community is about. But like I said, it was, y'all, I didn't have no way back from Stone Mountain, right? I mean, I had the Uber, but the collective, I love this community, because people was like, okay, so where you going? I was like, I'm going back to my B&B. I'm about to call my Uber. They said, no, you're not. I'll take you. I'm like, what? Okay. I'm trying to get them money for gas. They're like, no, keep your money. I'm like, dang, okay. Like, y'all, go to Stone Mountain. Like I said, 30 minutes away from Atlanta, right? That's not, and we all know gas, well, in California, because I was shocked when I went to Atlanta, gas was $3. I said, oh, California got us effed up, y'all. Got us paying $5 for gas, okay? Gas was $2.59 in Atlanta, okay? So I'm like, dang, wait, hold up. hold up real quick, California. But anyway, like I said, if I would have caught an Uber back to Atlanta, it would have been another $40 because, like I said, I woke up at 4 o'clock to get to Stone Mountain at 5 o'clock, and my Uber was $40. So I already knew I was gonna be having to cash out. But on the way down, somebody like, "Hey, where you going? Where you?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm going back to. I'll give you a ride." I'm like, "No." They said, "No." I said, "Oh, okay." Right? This happened multiple times. So shout out to the Soul Tribe. I love y'all so much. Like I said, if it's anything you need, anything you want, tap in. Tap in, because this is what it's about. All right? Y'all held me down while I was out there. People buying me. Yo, I seen Yada Awakening at Tassili's. Oh my God. Just his energy, his presence, everything. And it's so crazy how divine alignment works, because I was just messaging him about an opportunity, right? Then I get to Atlanta and I see him in the flesh, and this is how divine everything works. Nobody knew who he was in there but me. I'm like, he walked past and I already know that's him because his tattoos. I see tattoos on his neck. I see him. You already know. If you don't know who Yada Awaken is, y'all better go tap in. Okay? When you give out, the Most High will give it back to you. Abundance, infinitely, reciprocated instantly, right? Thank you, brother. I'm gonna tap in. We gonna tap in for real. I'm not playing. Haven't heard of him. Go check him out. Okay? He's all about uplifting the divine feminine, right? Uplifting the family, right? Being a divine masculine, protecting yourself, protecting the family, protecting the women, being on your job, doing what you got to do. He's pure divine masculine energy in its finest, right? So I tapped in with him, blew my mind, right? Like I said, community wouldn't let me go nowhere. Shout out to Red Pill. Shout out to Gabriel, who walked me back to the car on a late night hike, because I'm getting ready to walk off. Brother King Simon and Red Pill like, "You ain't going nowhere by yourself. Who want to be her personal security?" I'm like, whoa. Tribe, the power of the tribe, right? So shout out to y'all. I love y'all so much. Like I said, I'm not playing. I love y'all so much. Like, it was so much going on. Y'all wouldn't let me go nowhere. Y'all like, "Nope, I got it." Y'all taking pictures with me. Y'all just, he's about eating clean too. He has been. Yes, he is about eating clean. He's about detoxing. Yes, he's conscious and spiritual. Tap in with bro. No, not Yaki's awakening. Not Yaking. Yada. Yada. But they both on the same height. Okay? Check them out. Like I said, this is shout out portion, because like I said, I gotta do my due diligence. All right. Then so shout out to Maki, brother Maki. He's in the chat. Like I said, drop when I'm done, I want everybody to drop all the information down in the comment box. He tap in. That's somebody y'all should know. That's another somebody in the spiritual community that we got to tap in with, because while everybody else putting down the black woman, want her on all fours like a dog, like a bitch, he's uplifting the divine feminine. Okay, so that's somebody we should be tapping in with. All right, y'all. Another person is Dr. Be Serious. Okay, blew a bag and he gave a bag. Okay, so like Moki was saying, Maka, may have thought you mentioned in the letter. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Dr. Be Serious had great products. Tap in with everybody in the conscious community. Like I said, they give to us so much. Spend with them, right? $5, whatever. $1, it don't matter. Because like I said, they pour into us. They had to fight blood, sweat, tears to get this information out. They put themselves on the forefront. They put themselves in the front line of the battle of this war for themselves, for the future, and for us. They get demonetized, they get shadow banned, they get ridiculed, they get You know what I mean? So we got to pour into them just as much as they pour into us, right? So Dr. Be Serious, I got like the whole kit and caboodle, okay? It was amazing. So I saw the clip from Dr. B's gathering. It was amazing. It was amazing, okay? He also has like another workshop class. Everybody has workshop. Go to everybody website, go to everybody page. Like I say, even if you ain't got $1, it costs nothing to like. It costs nothing to share. Okay? So energy is a new currency. Energy is the frequency, you guys. We have to support our community, because who's going to do it? The Asian community supports the Asian community. The Hispanic community supports the African community, Ethiopian community, Indian community, Muslim, whoever. Some races don't even sleep outside their own race. That's how serious it is, right? We have to do the same for our community, right? And we are the culture, right? All these other cultures are stealing from us and monetizing it. I'm not gonna go there because I'm trying to keep this video up, but y'all know what I'm talking about. It's levels. That's why we got to tap in. What's his name? Corey. Tap in with the Yapit app. Okay, it's an app called Yapit. Everybody should go download it now, where you get paid to make content. It is owned by a black man. Okay, do y'all hear me? This is the platform that is owned by a black man, where you can post and get paid for your content. Now you got to wait till you get 1,000 subscribers. Now you got to wait till you get 400,000 hours. Now you got to wait until you got to pay for your subscription. No. Yapit. Yes, Yapit. Okay? Go download that now. Or when this video done. Don't get off the stream yet, y'all. All right, y'all go download that one once we done, okay? But yes, Dr. Be Serious. I mean, thank you. So I appreciate this energy. Keep doing what you do. Thank you so much. You already know I'm important to the community, pouring into the collective consciousness. This is what we do, okay? This is what we do, baby. I got y'all. So he gave me this for free just because I bought some things. He also gave everyone some free shalajit. Shalaka. This. I don't know how to say it. Okay? Shalajit. I think that's how you say it. He gave everybody a free sample of this. Yo. This stuff ain't no joke. And it's different because if you know Dr. B, he pours into and like I said, he has a team. So he pours into his herbs. They're all ethically sourced. They're all sourced by him. And I jumped through your live a few minutes ago, but I'm loving this recap. Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, this is it gives you courage, strength, patience, releases stress, and regenerative energy. It does a lot of other stuff too. You can easily go Google shallot benefits. Yes, you said shallot is quick and I take it every day. See, look. Shout out to Nudiamonds for the dope 2-hour Stone Mountain recap. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I had to do it. Okay? So yeah, he gave us this. If you know Dr. B, you know his products are top tier. All right, it's a lot of products in the community. Shout out to Mama Pill. Okay, I've had her iron tonic help me get my life together. Okay, shout out to KT the Arts Degree. Beautiful products. Shout out to Dr. Be Serious. Beautiful products. Shout out to everybody. Okay, because everybody in the community is doing a thing, right? We all have something to give. We all have something to offer. We all have a sense of value, right? So I say buy something that you like from everybody and just try it out, right? Do whatever works best for you, because that's what I do, all right? I go to everybody. Okay, I'm buying this. I like this. I want this. And I'm just going to try this one. Okay, boom. I felt good when I took this one. Boom. I bought this. Ooh, I felt more clear when I did this one, right? Ooh, I took this one. I got more energy. Ooh, I took this one. I like how relaxed I feel, right? So I'm an advocate of trying things just to see. All right, that's my motto. I'm very adventurous, very optimistic, okay? And yeah, that's how we do. But yeah, This, he gave everybody this for free. He gave me this for free. I also got some Heaven on Earth, right, to calm my body, anxiety, stress, mood, relaxing herbal nerve and tonic. Like I said, sometimes y'all already see how I be. Sometimes I gotta calm my little happy butt down, right? I'm too fired up, right? Too tapped in, right? So this is just to calm, relax you, Heaven on Earth. I also got the Focus, right? So he had the Focus. This is, I walked up to the booth. I said, I want the one where I see him, he get on the show and he just be dropping, he be drinking it out the bottle. I said, I want that one. Everybody start laughing. They said, that's the Focus. So I got the Focus, right? It's going to have you turned up. It's going to have you lit, right? It says mental clarity, brain enhancement, and a non-nootropic remedy. Natural nootropic remedy, okay? Then I also got the Iron Essentials Herbal Blood Tonic with magnesium and trace minerals. All right? Because like I said, I don't know if y'all know, but I used to have anemia. I used to have low iron. I used to have fibroids. I used to have a lot of health problems. And I helped heal myself with herbal medicines and with a cleaner diet. So I rather cash out on herbs and tonics from the community than cash out on a bill at the doctor's or pay in health, right? Health is wealth, because if you sick, you can't spend none of that money anyway, or you're gonna be spending that money on doctor bills. Get your life, okay? Get your life together. And if you on my channel, you already got it together. So shout out to y'all, okay? Shout out to the tribe. We getting it together. We elevating together. We're going together. We're learning together. We're loving together. We're blooming together. And it's only going to get better, okay? So, yes, those are some of the things that I got from Dr. B. Great products. Like I said, y'all can check out his website. Then shout out to Afroletic. Shout out to Red Pill and Blue Pill, as they gave me they gave me so much stuff. I'll be on here another 2 hours, okay? So shout out to them. Shout out to Afroletic. He gave me this dope hat. All right, I bought this beautiful shirt from Afroletic. Make sure y'all tap in with him, okay? Rich energy, okay? Make sure y'all tap in with the Soul Tribe, okay? Because we all about that abundance, okay? We all about that. Gang, we all about gang, we all about that abundance, baby. Look, I'm about to be oil. I'm too fired up right now, okay? Y'all get the point. Tap in with the tribe. Tribe is vibe, okay? It's all about love. It's all about community. It's all about supporting one another. It's all about growing. It's all about healing. It's all about elevating. And this trip was so monumental. It was so healing. It was so nourishing. It was so uplifting. It was empowering. It was everything. It was everything. I love y'all. Y'all know I love y'all. Y'all know I'm going to show out a little bit. I show out. But this is who I am, though, right? This is my true essence. I'm very playful. I'm very serious. I'm very goofy. I'm very, we all have different aspects to us. And it's all about being your authentic self, as that's what's going to continue to push us further in our journey. Okay, you guys? Did anybody have any questions? You smile through your, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. You gotta put me on the spot, okay? Did anybody have any questions or anything that they wanted to ask before we started to wrap up this live? I just really want to go live with y'all and chop it up with y'all and go over the event, because I feel like it's always good to have different perspectives of things. Did you make it back to Cali? Yes, I'm back home. I'm home now. I didn't want to go. Okay, I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to go home. I didn't want to leave. I don't want to leave. But I gotta go right now. Right? That was my energy. I was sad. I was real sad. But I got immediately back happy because it was such a beautiful event. It's like, can't nothing weigh me down. Like, no bad news, no nothing can weigh me down. Oh, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much, King Tate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much for that. Thank y'all. How was the meet and greet? The meet and greet was amazing. It was amazing. It was wonderful. We got to have one-on-one with some of the master teachers and vibe out with Soul Tribe, who have the same conscious mind, who has the same mind, you know, like minds, right? Masterminds with like minds to tap into that gold mind, right? As we are the golden ones, we are the chosen ones. So it was beautiful. It was a beautiful, beautiful essence, a beautiful energy to be in, and to be in a room with people who have that same energy, right? You ain't got to worry about people judging. We all on the same accord. I'm in a room with my brothers and my sisters, master teachers who are open and, you know, just love us and pour into us. So it was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful experience. I got to link up with and network with some powerful people. So y'all, I got some big things that's about to happen in the future just for me making this trip. So be looking out for me, y'all. And I know y'all know sis got something, right? Y'all been here on me on this live for 2 hours, and like I said, so be looking out for me. And you already know, like I said, I'm gonna keep pouring into y'all like y'all pour into me. It's a soul tribe journey, right? We all on our journey to grow and uplift and heal and just continue to push forward. So the meet and greet was excellent, and it was just to connect with like minds and ask master teachers and chop it up with master teachers. B-Dale was there, Dr. B was there, Red Pill, Blue Pill, executive business managers, creative directors. I mean, it was anything that you could think of that you wanted for your business. Somebody was in the room to help you grow your bit, or just anything, food, chefs, artists, entrepreneurs, celebrity stylists. I mean, it was everyone. So if you were, you know, networking, you were able to tap into that. So it was a beautiful opportunity to network with people who are on the same mindset as you, but also in the matrix as well. Some people are in the matrix working behind the scenes to like heal people in the dark, right? Because some people don't like to be in the light. Some people don't like to be in front of the camera, right? But they, like I said, behind that curtain doing the work. So you kind of got to tap in with some of these people and just politic. It was just a beautiful, beautiful experience. So yeah, that was for the meet and greet. Let me see. You guys had asked something else. What was it? May I ask what zodiac sign are you under in this realm? I am a Gemini sun. So yeah, I am very, as you can see, very talkative, baby. If the vibe is right, okay? If the vibe is right, your girl talk your little ears off. I just talk you down, okay? Your girl been talking for 2 hours straight, ain't got up to do nothing, okay? Very talkative, very intellectual, thinking a lot, right? I'm in my mind a lot. Sometimes I overthink as a human being, right? Some people like to say we two-faced, but I like to say that we can see things from different perspectives. I can see it from your side, I can see it from your side. I can be unbiased and have a different perspective, right? And be aware of that, right? Also, y'all be seeing me do this. And it ain't no gang banging. Little baby be tapped in with her channeling, and I talk with my hands a lot. Hands are ruled by Gemini, right? Arms are ruled by Gemini, right? So that's probably another thing as well that comes from that Gemini aspect. But yes, I am a Gemini sun as well. To answer that question, let's see, what was another question you guys had asked me? Did you watch the comedy show? Yes, I did. It was amazing. It was funny. And she was kind of just, I always like to say, you have to learn to laugh at yourself sometimes, right? Especially in the conscious community, because we're so serious. In the spiritual community, we're so serious about getting work done and learning, and everything has to be like this. And I've been detoxing for 6 months, and I'm disciplined, I'm strict, but also we got to laugh at ourselves too, right? So she played up on the, you know, you got vampiric energy. I already learned, you know, I learned from that last cycle. I ain't trying to dip into that pool, like just making it funny, making spiritual things funny, which is something that we need in a conscious and spiritual community, because there is a lot of seriousness. You know, it's okay to laugh, and her thing is laughter is medicine, and I thought that was powerful. So it was just a beautiful, beautiful experience to be a part of. And witness. So yeah, I did see the comedy, and it was good, hilarious. Melanin did her thing. So yes, I did see that. Much love, sis. I'm out here in Cherry Valley. Found your channel on my brother's Rich channel, and I feel like I was there with y'all. Your energy, I feel the love mama energy through you, sister beautiful soul. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Andy. I appreciate you. Yes, it's all love. It's all good vibes. Okay, if you vibe, you tribe, and the tribe is a vibe. Okay, we tapped in, and I appreciate you as well. Thank you. I have tons of questions, but it's a lot of us to get psychic when the topic is about getting, atoning, and spiritual body meditation questions about qigong and numerology. Okay, well, also, if you want to, you can book a session with me. You can go to my website, nudiamonds.net. I have all of that information down in the description box. nudiamonds.net, NUDIAMONDS. And you can book a session with me, and we can kind of just deep dive, and we can go in. I mean, go in on all kind of levels. Shout out to Soul Tribe. Like I said, if you book the session with me, you already know I go deep. I do channel messaging, or we can just chop it up, you know, build. I also do mentorship. I do Reiki. So yeah, if you have like a list of a whole bunch of questions that you want me to ask, like I said, I can't be on here all day. I wish I could, but like I said, you could just book a session with me, or email me as well. Okay, so yeah, we can tap in like that. All right, and I appreciate you for asking that. Facts, Andy Hernandez. I'm a Gemini moon. Okay, so you think in duality, right? You're emotionally dualistic and very tapped into your emotions as well. I love that. Yes, very in tune. My son is a Gemini. I'm a Sag. Ooh, that balance, the opposite. He came in on the opposite portal. Okay, I heard you. You're governed by the planet Mercury. I'm a Virgo. We share planets. Y'all the communication, we're the mental aspect of Mercury. I'm the groundwork of the planet. Yes, yes. Y'all also connected to Venus, right? So you guys are very, like you said, grounded and in attunement with the mentality, which is kind of why you guys like things to be more organized as well, right? Because when it comes to thinking and being grounded, that's getting things organized, boots on the ground. So I love that. I love that aspect. I also do astrology reading. If you're on this channel, you already know, okay? Your girl be into it all. All right. November 20th, Scorpio season. How do I find out what my number is? I'm into numerology and the zodiac. Like I was telling Tyrell, you can also book a session with me, nudiamonds.net, and we can kind of deep dive into that. You can also tap in with King Simon. He's really good with the numbers. I do astrology as well. I break down the numbers and astrology and your sign, and kind of in-depth detail when it comes to channeled messages or messages that your ancestors or spirit guides may have for you. Future events, sometimes, I kind of tap into future events and prophetic messages. If you would like to deep dive into that, we can do that as well. So yeah, all of the information is in the description box. And again, my website is nudiamonds.net. If you guys would like to tap into any readings, any jewelry, I do make jewelry as well. Any mentorship, Reiki healing, questions, anything you guys want, you can tap into my website or my Instagram, or message me on here. I mean, drop something in the comment box, and then we can kind of go from there. My email as well, admin@nudiamonds.net. All right, you guys. Okay, so November 20th, Scorpio. Please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, Seth Pro. Okay, yeah, please like, share, and subscribe. Okay, This is only the beginning. I'm taking y'all with me along on this journey. Because I said it's about it's about the collective. So I'm just like kind of starting, just kind of showing the spiritual side, showing the essence, showing the journey, showing the process, right? And I'm taking you guys along with me so you guys can kind of see, you know, like I said, the mountain height. You can kind of see me deep diving into astrology. I take you guys with walks on me, right? We outside, we with the trees. I take y'all to the beach with me, right? I take y'all on trips with me and my family, right? So this is kind of like behind the scenes as I grow on my spiritual journey, and you guys can kind of follow along as we are on this journey together, right? That's where the confirmation comes in, right? I'm saying things that happen throughout my day, but y'all like, damn, that resonate with me too, right? So because we're connected, right? We're reflections. So that's kind of like one of the big reasons why I made this channel, was to kind of show the spiritual journey and show the spiritual growth and show the spiritual aspect as we are all growing and evolving. Okay, so I hope that answered that question. Appreciate that, sister. I just viewed your page. I will definitely be supporting you. I'm overly excited. Thank you. And for you being available. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love y'all so much. I thank y'all so much. Because like I said, it's no YouTube channel without y'all, right? I could post stuff all day. I could say whatever. But if I ain't got the likes, if I don't got the views, if I don't got the subscribers, I mean, it doesn't hit the same. And like I said, I could say a message, but the message has to resonate, right? So it's about you guys as well. Just as much as I'm putting myself out here, you guys have to respond. It's a reciprocated energy. It's a sync energy, and we are one, right? So I appreciate y'all so much. I love y'all so much. I can't express that enough. And we're going to continue to grow. We're going to continue to elevate. We're going to continue to boss up. We're going to continue to go up to this next level. Like I said, I have a few things that are about to be popping off on the horizon. I'm going to keep those things quiet until they manifest in the physical, because it's a lot. Like I said, I went out there to network, and baby, did your girl network, okay? So, yeah, look forward to blooming and blossoming with you guys, and watching you guys bloom and blossom and grow and heal and evolve and love, right? As this is just another chapter. This is just another new chapter that we're all opening up to at this time. And I'm super, super happy that I got to meet all of you guys in person, get hugs, and just feel y'all love and y'all energy, and giving y'all that love and that energy right back. This was such a beautiful experience. It was a priceless experience, right? Again, shout out to Brother Rich, Blue Pill, Red Pill, Sharif, Vicky Dillard, B-Dale. I mean, everybody, King Simon, everybody. Because like I said, it takes a village, right? One person couldn't do it. They all came together. We all came together, right? And that's what it's about. It's about the collective, right? So I thank y'all. I love y'all so much. All right. Don't forget to check out my website. Okay. If you guys just want to donate, I do have a Cash App, PayPal, all that's in the description box. Also, like I said, if you guys want to book any services, book any products, I do customs. I do it all, baby. All right. So you can check out my website, nudiamonds.net. And yeah, I look forward to growing and blooming and blossoming with you guys. I'm so appreciative. I can't say it enough. I can't say it enough. All right. I love y'all so much. All right. And I appreciate y'all so much. And shout out to everybody who was at Stone Mountain, that was just showing love and operating out of love and giving and just being pure. Okay. It was a pure, blissful essence there that was undeniable, right? So I love y'all. Let me see. Somebody had said something else. I'm really glad to meet you. Been hearing your name for a while in the community, so you're doing a good job. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That means a lot. That means a lot, right? I always want to make sure I'm operating from my authentic self and integrity, and shining my light by also healing what's in the dark within myself, right? So it's always a balance, and I always want to be just showing love, right? So that means a lot, and I appreciate that. Thank you. You said amazing. Bronze Media Group, you amazing. Okay, you amazing too. All right. New Diamonds, my solo return is June 17th. What's your birthday? Oh, okay. We 4 days apart. My birthday is June 13th. So happy belated birthday. Happy belated solo return. I love that. Gratitude. Gratitude. Okay. I love y'all so much. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm about to make me a little salad and drink some water. Girls a little parched. Okay, we've been on for over 2 hours. All right, I love y'all so much. Don't forget to tap in with me, and I catch y'all on the next one. All right, I catch y'all on the next one, and I'm gonna be doing more lives. I'm gonna be going live more. Red Pill told me to go live more, so I'm gonna be going live more. Y'all be telling me, when are you going live? All right, I hear you, Spirit. I hear you. Don't beat me. Don't beat me, y'all. I'm getting on it. So I'm gonna be going live more so I can connect more with y'all like this, because this is so nourishing and I love this. I love just interacting with y'all. I'm also be dropping some more videos. Like I said, I got more things that I'm working on in the future. Also, I have the Master in the Shadow class. So if you guys want to deep dive into that, it's a month class that we deep dive into. Or if you want to book any personal sessions or anything, tap in on my website. And yeah, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all. And we're going to continue to rise. We can do magic. We climbed the mountain. We came, we saw, we conquered. And it's just the peak, at the peak, okay? It's just the beginning of the new cycle as we tapping into this new chapter of elevation. All right? So I catch you on the next one. Peace, wholeness, love, and light. I love y'all so much. Do different subjects. Yes. Oh yeah, about the class, the Master in the Shadow class. I'm doing each week. We're gonna be focusing on one topic and deep diving on that topic all week. So it's a 4-week class. We're gonna be doing different segments, because you can't overload the subconscious, because then you forget things, right? Over processing things, right? It's kind of like you can't stay up a whole week straight. You're gonna fall asleep at some point. All right, so yes, we are going to be deep diving into multiple things each week, and just having fun with it. There's going to be a new take on doing shadow work, and yeah, so if you're interested in that or have any more questions, tap into my website, or go to my Instagram, Nudiamonds, and we can kind of deep dive on that as well. Okay, but I love you guys so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna say I love you till my lips fall off. I'm gonna say I love y'all till my lips fall off. All right, so I appreciate y'all so much. I truly do. And yeah, I'm gonna be going live again soon. I'm gonna be dropping more videos. This is just the beginning. All right, so peace, wholeness, love, and light, and I'll catch you on the next one.